Welcome back to Pokémon Colosseum. In the last part, we made some more progress through Realgam Tower, but before we head further onwards and reach what could be the conclusion of the game, there are a few things I want to take care of, a few things that we haven't done that I said we would do before we concluded the game. One of them is here in Fenac City. It's time for a rematch with Justy. So what's up? Would you like to have a rematch with me right away? Yes, please. Okay, gotcha. Then I'd like you to stand at the left of the stage like before. So when we came here the first time, his Pokemon were a little too strong for us, and we didn't really have any tools for dealing with his Pokemon. Ekla, go for it. I'll be right here cheering. As always, Rui, as always. Okay, let's get this battle underway. Show me a great battle. Yeah, a great battle. Pre-gym leader Justy. This time we should have what we need to deal with him. Our Pokemon are higher level, so even if we can't hit his Pokemon, at least we'll have more of a chance to resist his attacks and drag the battle out a little bit further. This will also be a good little bit of training for the team, since we do need a couple more levels before we head into the rest of the game, which I've been told at least. Okay, so what we're going to do is, actually, let's attack Sunflora with Apollo and get a Taunt out onto Cacnea as quickly as possible. Now we have Taunts and we also have moves like Swift and Feint Attack. Accuracy shouldn't be as much of an issue as it was before, but we still have Taunt and we're going to use that to prevent things like Sandstorm coming out. Yep, that's one thing. There's Sunflora's double team. That shouldn't be a problem because we have, as I said, Swift and Feint Attack. And we actually even have Swift on Ledian now as well, which is perhaps not the greatest, because it's not going to hit too hard, but at least it won't miss. But yeah, leading with Apollo, just because I want to get rid of his Pokemon as quickly as possible, and Apollo does that. Azumarill. I don't even know if we saw this the first time we battled him. I love Azumarill. It's one of my favorite Pokemon of all time. It's a shame to say that we'll be getting rid of it very, very quickly, hopefully. Sunflora's going to keep using Double Team, that's not a problem, because we can keep Feint attacking it. And I think what we'll do is we will double down into the Azumarill here by taunting it as well as Psybeaming it, because we're probably not going to be able to one-shot it. And if we do, we taunt whatever comes out next. No, okay, it's beefy enough to take that hit. Look at its little bouncing animation, it's so cute, I love it. Yep, no double team for you. Oh, this is good, I'm liking this a lot, actually. Let's see how much you heal with Mega Drain. You shouldn't be hitting too hard. Apollo's special defense is really good. And we should be able to take Sunflora out this turn. And we'll Feint Attack Azumarill, that probably won't knock it out. But it's probably going to use... Well, it's going to have to use an offensive move this turn, now that it's taunted, so it'll be interesting to see how that plays out, what moves it has to attack with. When we battled before, we got to see that Justy likes to use moves that can't miss, like Swift and Feint Attack as well. And, I found that a little cheap. Level 44 for Apollo. And 43 for Artie. Good stuff. Getting stronger like we need to. Gligar, okay. I'm guessing all of his Pokemon have Double Team, and then they each have a slightly different strategy. Like, his Sunflora wants to heal with Mega Drain, and Azumarill is going to attack with Return. That shouldn't be too much damage, yeah, that's manageable. And we should be able to Psybeam that away, and taunt Gligar. I think Artie will outspeed Gligar. Artie's not the fastest of our Pokemon, but he's still pretty quick. He's certainly not the slowest either. And there's Sandshrew. Ugh. I don't know what it is with this evolutionary line, but they just cause me the most trouble in these Pokemon games. Yep, no Sandstorm for you. And we will Psybeam you and taunt the Sandshrew. This is working out so much smoother now. I love Taunt. It's a move that I've always really, really liked. Its competitive viability is great, but even in situations like this, it can be really, really useful. And I feel like it doesn't get enough use in the main series games because so many of the main series games focus on raw power and not strategy like this. Yeah, you're not getting away with the things you've gotten away with in the past, Justy. Okay, let's get another hit on you. Let's see if we can finish off Gligar here with Feint Attack. Might need to heal Apollo at some point soon, but we'll see. Nice, one hit on the Sandshrew, that's fantastic. And that leaves only one Pokemon left. I'm so proud of you two. Nose Pass. Okay, well we didn't see this before either. That's another Pokemon that benefits from Sandstorm. But, now with Gligar down, we might not have a way to set it up unless Nose Pass itself is using it. But we won't give it the chance to use it because we're going to taunt it again. I think what's a real blessing about this battle is that most of his Pokemon are slow, so I can get Taunt out first. I was thinking if we could teach Taunt to one of our other Pokemon like Misdreavus or Ledian, that would be really nice because it would be even faster. But we don't have a TM for it. Oh, he used a potion, wow. I don't think we've seen trainers use healing items all that much. Only the Cypher admins, I think, have used them. So it's interesting to see that he did. Haha, got the confusion with Psybeam as well. Let's see if Artie can take it out with Feint Attack. Yeah, baby! Oh, revenge is sweet, Justy. Revenge is sweet. That felt good. We defeated pre-gym leader Justy. What? Yeah, how does it feel? I'm feeling real good right now, let me tell you. Wow, that was one challenging and satisfying battle. Look at this, my palms are drenched with sweat. There's just no shame in this loss. I'm one lucky guy for being a part of this spectacular battle. Alright, give me the reward. I'm glad that I got the opportunity to battle with you. I want you to have this. Consider it a memento of our battle. The TM27 return. Honestly, our battle was fantastic. I will never forget the battle we had. Well, I will, because I don't want to remember it. Yes, TM27 return. You know what? That could be pretty good on Battleback as a physical attacking move. Everyone can learn it. We could teach it to Artie. Might be better than Secret Power. But I like that secondary effect of Secret Power, of being able to paralyze sometimes. Battleback would use it really, really well, and it probably wouldn't be great on anyone else. So that's certainly an option to consider. I feel like Battleback certainly could use another offensive move that would really diversify his move pool, since pretty much right now, he's really struggling to deal with Pokemon that aren't weak to Earthquake or Triple Kick, and we don't really use Agility very often, so maybe Return is the way to go here. You know what, I'm going to do that right now. I'm not even going to hesitate. We will do that. We will teach Return to Battleback. Battleback has been with us for a long time, so I imagine it will be quite strong. We use him in battle quite often, and it's a physical move for our best physical attacker, so let's get rid of Agility and teach Return. This really is what Battleback has needed for the whole game. It's just a general use move, because Triple Kick is good, but it's resisted by quite a lot of Pokemon, and Earthquake as well, and plus I don't always get to use Battleback in combination with either Loki or Columba, so I can't always use Earthquake in those situations. Let's talk to you. I knew that you were strong, but you came out on top even against Justy. That's just too much. Okay, I want you to update my memo. Can you do that? I believe I have to come back to her to update the strategy memo. And it looks like it is updated to all the Pokemon that we've seen. So I guess that worked, even though it didn't say it did. Not that I've been using the strategy memo very much. Rui, thank you. Yeah, I haven't really been using it much. Do you say anything different? I'm in shock. How could you beat Justy? Oh, it electrified me. Okay, electric puns. You're a very electric yellow kind of person, so that's that, I suppose. Well, we got that out of the way quite quickly. Glad to see it. Let's go heal our Pokemon up here in the Fenac City Pokemon Center. It is free after all. And then I think the next thing on the list is I want to take on the Colosseum. because we never had the chance to do it. I thought it was going to be part of the story, but it turned out not to be, and we ended up doing that series of events down in the basement leading to the train. So let's go to the Under, and let's try out the Colosseum there. Alright, here we are. Let's give this a go. Hello, welcome to the Under Colosseum. Would you like to enter a knockout challenge? Yeah, let's do it. You'll enter? Wonderful. Will you be entering with the Pokemon in your party now? Yep. I hope you give it your best and go for gold. Don't know any other way of doing things. Let's do this. 4 battles ahead of us. Let's see what the game has to offer us. It's been a while since we did a Colosseum challenge. Under Colosseum, Battle 1. Oh, and the best thing is we get to hear the Colosseum music again. It's been a long time since we heard it, and it's good stuff. I've heard kids been calling you their hero. Well, I'm taking you down, hero. Well, I don't know about a hero, but, Oh, whoa! That's level 55! Alright then, well, this is certainly a level spike. I think we might be in over our heads here. Well, let's give it a go nonetheless. I think we can do it. You know what? I have faith in my team. Let's go. Out and out offense. Psybeam this thing. Yeah, goodbye. You're gonna have to bring more than a Quillfish to beat me. Well, I'm glad that I made the preparations for the end of the game, because I feel like the items and such are going to be very useful in this Colosseum challenge, since the Pokemon are such high level. But just keep giving us things that we have type advantages against. That should be good. Mud Sports. Well, I suppose that's a little inconvenient if I was to bring out Plusle to fight Clamperl, but I'm not too worried. Let's just attack Lombre and try and get rid of it, because I feel like it's more threatening than the Clamperl. Artie's still doing decent damage with Feint Attack, despite the level gap. The Black Glass is helping out a little bit there. And Clamperl doesn't do too much damage. I imagine these battles will get tougher as we move on. And I have a feeling the Psybeam might knock out Lombre, so we're going to attack Clamperl this turn as well. Ah, just about not enough. I mean, I might as well have just put the Feint Attack in the Lombre slot, and if Apollo had knocked out the Lombre, the Feint Attack would have gone on to Clamperl anyway, so kind of a misplay on my part. But we should be alright. I don't think I'm too worried about this particular battle. It's the next 3 that concern me a little bit more. But we have a full team of 6, they're all strong, and they all have a load of different utility moves that they can use. So even if we lack a little bit of raw power, I feel like we can certainly turn the battle in our favor using status moves and such. It's just the way I like to play the game. And I will beat the game doing that. I really love the appearance of this Under Colosseum, by the way. I love all the adverts and the signs around. This game feels so full of life, and the world feels so developed, even though we're only here for a little while. Alright, well, that's battle number 1 done. Bye-bye, Corm. You've proved you're a hero. Don't you forget about me. I like that song. That's a good song. It comes from a good movie as well, The Breakfast Club. Classic. Under Colosseum, battle number 2. I think the katakana on the wall there says Colosseum. Huh, so you beat Venus. Big deal. Don't be too pleased with yourself. Alright, Hessel. I won't be too pleased with myself, but I'll be slightly more pleased when I beat you. Now, do our Pokemon get healed in between battles? I think they do. Let's find out. Yeah, they do. Okay. That's really convenient. Okay, so more water types. Interesting. If I'd known this, I probably would have led with Plusle. Let's attack Seadra. Yeah, so we did the Pyrite Colosseum. Apollo. Good stuff. We did the Pyrite Colosseum because we had to as part of the story. And Vigoroth, cool, okay. And that was mostly just bring your best. Just bring your hardest hitters and do the most damage you can. While the admin fights have been more strategy based. And so far it seems similar in the Under Colosseum, where you just kind of bring your strongest Pokemon with your hardest hitting moves. But Artie's about to level up, and I want to get some more experience on other members of the team. I think particularly Battleback is going to be really, really useful. Particularly in this matchup, since there's an Ice type and a Normal type to triple kick. And yeah, I definitely want to spread around the experience a little more. It's a shame that I can't switch my Pokemon out in between battles, because that means Apollo and Artie will be leeching at least a little bit of experience at the start of the fight. But it's not too bad, I suppose. Of the members of the team that I want the experience on, it really is this main three of Apollo, Artie, and Battleback. The other three are much more utility focused, and though the levels would be very useful for them in terms of stats like speed and defenses for taking more hits, I think, you know what, we'll switch out Apollo this turn. And we'll bring in, who's got the most special defense actually? I think it's Loki. Let's bring in Loki to take that next Aurora Beam, I predict. And let's get rid of Vigoroth. Plus this is a nice combination, we could Earthquake if we needed to, but I don't think I'm going to. Yeah, I want most of the experience to be on Apollo, Artie, and Battleback, because they are the stronger offensive members of the team. The extra experience certainly will help out the other members, but not as much, I don't think. They're mainly there for their moves, more than anything else. There's level 45 for Apollo, and 44 for Artie. And Loki gets a little bit of experience for tagging in, as does Battleback. I was considering putting the experience share on Ledian, because I feel like we're going to use Ledian or Columba the least in these battles, but I think we'll be alright. Again, like I said, it's not a massive requirement that I put a lot of experience onto Columba, but maybe I will put the experience share on because the Silk Scarf isn't doing a massive amount, because we're very rarely attacking. Okay, some good hits going in there for Battleback's triple kick. The level gap is making things... Oh, come on! All I wanted was low-key to get a bit of experience here. I'm not above using a revive in this case, actually. Let's put Artie back in, because he could serve to use the experience. I'm actually just going to revive Loki here, so that he gets the experience. We'll use Artie's turn for it. Because that crit was not part of my plan at all. He definitely would have taken that hit otherwise. Alright, get up, Loki. You've got experience to get. And let's triple kick to finish this off. Oh, come on! That's a little ridiculous. How about the moves that can't miss, huh, Artie? Alright, not enough for Loki to level up, but still a decent amount, and that's 2 battles out of the way. Ryder Hessel, defeated. Okay, you've convinced me, but I'm not the last in line. Well, I will keep knocking you down as long as you keep coming at me. Bring on the semi-final. It's really weird that the camera chooses to focus on that giant chain, but okay. Shadow Pokemon. That's got nothing to do with me. Battle! Bodybuilder Tamon. I like the way you think. There's a little sign for Shadow Pokemon, presumably, up there. I like that. Azumarill and Curlier. And we get to hear the boppin' semi-final battle theme again. Great. Okay then. You traced my Synchronize. I will note that for future reference. That could be important. We're going to bring in Plusle, because Plusle hasn't had a chance to battle yet, and will match up well against Azumarill. Apollo already has plenty of experience, and we're going to Feint Attack Curlier. That'll be super effective. Oh man, this music is so good. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it only being in these particular battles, the Colosseum semifinals. Because you don't get to hear it very often, but at the same time, that's kind of a good thing. Because you don't want it to be around so much that you get bored of it, I suppose. Oh, I see what your strategy is. That's okay, we have feint attack, it's not a problem. I was thinking about Pokemon battle themes today, in general, and I think the reason that they're so memorable is because you don't hear them so often. Nice! Plusle hitting through the double team, that's a strong start. And we got the paralysis. Plusle came to play again today. I'm really glad I decided to keep Plusle on the team. I think Ampharos probably would have been a direct upgrade. It would be tankier, it could take more hits, deal more damage, and do all the same things that Plusle can do mainly. But I wanted to keep Plusle on the team because I wanted to use Plusle. I don't think I've told this story, actually, but I actually had a Plusle on my very first playthrough of, I think it was Emerald. It was either Emerald or Sapphire. My first playthrough of those games, I had a Plusle on my team, and I just kept it on my team for a really long time because I thought it would evolve. It just struck me as a Pokemon that might evolve because it was kind of a little weak in its first form, so I ended up with a really, really high level Plusle on my team, and it didn't really ever do much. I was just kind of waiting for it to evolve. But I'm glad that I got to use a Plusle in this game because it brings me back to those good old days of playing Gen 3. And it's really been a great experience to come back to Generation 3. It's been a very long time since I played a Generation 3 game. Oof, that did a fair amount of damage. I could heal Plusle this turn, and I think that might be the best idea because I want Plusle attacking. So we'll use Artie's turn to heal up Plusle. Let's use a... We have one lemonade left. That is not a lot of lemonade, but it'll do. We still have hyper potions and such if we need them for this and the final battle. Not a massive amount of damage, but still pretty decent. Yeah, I think it's time to start attacking with feint attack, actually. We'll give Spark one more go. But maybe not, actually, yeah. That's doing more than half of Plusle's health, so it'll probably be best to swap out Plusle and bring in someone else. Who could we bring in here? Who would be good? We have Swift on Apollo and on Columba. Light Screen is not going to be particularly useful, though. Battleback is probably going to miss. So I feel like maybe we'll just put in Apollo and Swift things. I did want to avoid using Apollo, but they forced our hand with all the double teams. Plus Reflect would be quite useful if I want to set that up against this slamming Azumarill. And Noctowl using double team as well. Well, it's fitting that we did this in the same video as battling Justy, huh? Man, we don't do a massive amount of damage to these guys. Nice. Good job, Artie. Check it out. Nobody likes double team. I don't know why they decided to put two battles that use double team in this game. In fact, I think even Venus uses it to a degree, right? Was it? No, it wasn't Venus. It might have been Ein. I think one of the admins certainly used double team at some point, which was a little annoying. But so be it. We defeated Taman without too much trouble. Oh, actually, I wish I had a shadow Pokemon of my own. Well, you don't. Sorry. That's probably my fault, actually. Here we are, under Colosseum. Final. Let's see what they've got for us. Oh, it's Mistress Venus. Is that all you've got to say? Kreeble? Kreble? Kreeble? Man, the names. Seriously. Gorobus and Kecleon. Well, we have a strategy for dealing with Kecleon. We've used it before with the last Kecleon that we battled, so we'll do it again. Gorobus, though. I wonder what that might have for us. Well, let's just attack Kecleon straight away with the strategy that we know that works. Psybeam to make it a Psychic type, as well as to do pretty much the most damage we can do to it. And then Feint Attack. We could even now cycle Battle back in and triple kick it, because it's now a Dark type, which means it's weak to fighting. I think we will do that, actually. Oh, don't you. Well, that's actually convenient, because I was gonna switch Apollo out anyway. Also, we got the confusion again with Psybeam, twice in a row, and Fury Swipes missed. This is great. Okay, Apollo, you did great. You did everything you needed to do. Let's bring Battle back in, and let's... You know what? Let's confuse Regoribus. We could taunt it, actually. I probably should have taunted it, since actually Attract is really annoying if a female Pokemon is using it, because our entire team is male. I don't think I've ever pointed that out before, but I don't know what the odds are of that happening. I don't think the Shadow Pokemon have set genders, as well as not having set natures and things like that. I think it is still all random, as a random encounter would be in a traditional Pokemon game. We just got, I don't know, lucky or unlucky or whatever you might call it. We ended up with a full male team. Nice. Oh, though, the luck in this battle, though. Seriously. This is so good. Alright, let's triple kick Kecleon. And let's Feint Attack Goribus. Really should taunt Goribus. I'm playing with fire here. But a critical hit as well. This is insane. This is so good. Ah, right, yeah, we had this problem with Kecleon before, that only the first hit is super effective, because it changes to a fighting type immediately after the first triple kick hits. But that's okay, we still took it out without any trouble. It didn't get to do anything, really. Vileplume. That is a Pokemon that I will be bringing Apollo back in to fight. Psychic, huh? Okay. Interesting. Ooh, wow. That did a lot of damage. That's the level gap in action. Luckily, we're switching Battle back out, so it's not a problem. You know what? I was going to put Apollo back in, but the Loki has Psychic as well. Well, Psybeam, not Psychic. Yeah, I'm not going to take the chance. Goribus attacked this turn, and it probably will attack next turn, because it wants to try and knock out Battle back. But I'm going to taunt while I can, because I'm going to regret it if I don't. There's no such thing as playing it too safe in my book. It snapped out of its confusion and it attacked again with Psychic. How much damage is this going to do to Loki? Too much. But now that Loki is in, maybe they won't attack Loki. Maybe they'll attack into the Umbreon slot instead. And Acid did all of no damage. Attacks that hit more than one target have their power reduced in double battles. Yeah, let's Psybeam the Vileplume. And you know what? We'll heal up Loki. I bought energy roots because they're cheaper than hyper potions, but I also bought some hyper potions mainly for our return users. I don't want to lower their friendship level and therefore lower the amount of damage they're doing with return. I did that mainly for Apollo, but now we have return on Battleback as well. Oh, you're using Attract as well? You're annoying. I don't like you. Okay, Loki took way too much damage that turn. We're going to switch him out. We're going to put Apollo back in. He's full health. I know we're really heavily relying on Apollo and Artie and also Battleback to a degree, but I did say this is kind of how it's going to be. Okay, let's taunt Vileplume. Prevent it from attracting any more. Slow and steady wins the race, as they say. Goribus attacking again. Waterfalls shouldn't do too much. Never mind, that did a lot of damage. This Goribus hits really hard. But we need Apollo in, so I think Artie's going to play the healer again this turn, while we try and get rid of this Vileplume with Psybeam. And yeah, this is why I bought the Hyper Potions. I know we don't use Return very often on Apollo, but it's better to have it at full power if we do need it, than to be using energy roots because I'm cheap, and lowering its power for if a situation appears where we do need to use it. If Battleback's out of the fight and we need to deal with a Dark type, for example. Oh, your taunt has run out. Okay. Well, I'm feeling lucky, so I'm not going to heal that confusion. I'm not going to switch out. We've done too much of that, I think, already this battle. That Razor Leaf isn't doing too much. I'm just more worried about what the Gorobus is doing. And let's see. Okay. Let's try... Yeah, I'll try attacking the Gorobus and the Vileplume this turn. If Apollo can hit with Psybeam... No, maybe not. This could be a problem. I'm confident that Apollo probably does enough damage to knock out the Gorobus by a Vileplume. It's a really long animation, but I do appreciate it nonetheless. Sharpedo. Okay. That is a Dark type. That's something I would like to put Battleback in for. Are you going to attract Apollo? Yes. Wow. Apollo just can't get a break today, huh? Well, out you go, Apollo. And I want to put in... Let's put in Plusle, actually. Plusle probably won't take these hits very well, but at the same time, it kind of needs to take a hit or two because I need to switch Apollo out. And on the off chance that it does take a hit, we should be able to reply with a good Spark. Bite. Okay, that shouldn't do too much damage. Dark being a special base type in this game. Still does a lot of damage to Plusle, though. Yeah, Sharpedo's special attack isn't amazing, but it still gets stabbed from bites. And yeah, we know that Plusle doesn't really have the greatest defenses. Yep, they decided to attack into that slot this turn, so Plusle doesn't get a chance, unfortunately. Switching in Plusle is really difficult, and it makes me want to start the battle with Plusle all the time, just simply because switching it in is so difficult, unless we have a way to ensure that it's not going to take a hit. Okay, so Columbus, set up your light screen, and this is going to be a really defensive turn because I'm going to heal up... No, you have returns, so we want to Hyper Potion you. Let's put Battleback back to full health. I think he's going to be useful in dealing with the Sharpedo. Columba, you're going to get knocked out, aren't you? Oh, you got the light screen up before the Gorobus could attack, though. That's great. Even if you do get knocked out, that's pretty much the only reason I put Columba in. Attract again. Okay, that's fine. Whenever you're not attacking, I'm happy. Okay. Let's not attack with Columba. I think we'll switch Columba out and we'll bring Battleback in. And again, we'll attack this Gorobus with Feint Attack and try and finish it off. Okay, Gorobus is down, and that was actually, I think, the major damage threat. Sharpedo hasn't shown anything too scary so far. And with Light Screen up now, both Water and Dark type moves shouldn't be a problem. Level 44 for Loki. Battleback is almost there. To 45. Hit itself in its confusion, though. We couldn't quite get lucky, but that's okay. You know what we'll do? We will use a full heal on Battleback. No messing around. Artie is really not going to be able to do a massive amount on the Sharpedo. It could either Feint Attack for resisted damage, or it could Secret Power for neutral damage, but lack the same type attack bonus and lack the Black Glasses bonus. Is Rough Skin going to proc every hit? It is, isn't it? Yeah, that's a little annoying, but it's not a problem because Battleback takes it out. We did it. Nice. Level 45 for Battleback. You earned it. Good job, buddy. And Columba grew to 43. Nice. We did it. We defeated the Under Colosseum and Street Performer Creeble. I failed, Mistress Venus. Go on. Run back to Mustache Kid. Congratulations, you're the champion. You battled fabulously. Please accept your cash prize of 7,472 Pokémon dollars. And as a victory prize, please also accept this TM37. Is that swagger? We'll be looking forward to your next entry. I might do that again, actually, just off camera for a bit of training. Let's have a look at what we got. TM37, Sandstorm. Okay. That's, absolutely no use to us whatsoever. Well, we did it. We completed the Under Colosseum challenge, and we defeated Justy. So I'm feeling pretty good about that. I might head back in to the Under Colosseum for a little bit of extra training before we proceed with the rest of the game, but I imagine we're coming close to the end of Pokémon Colosseum. So, in the next part, we'll head back into Realgam Tower and see what's left there. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you then.